Good morning. Can you see what I'm looking at? Ice crystals on the inside of my tarp. It is 27 degrees inside my little shelter where my body heat has been warming things up. So it is 7:07 in the morning, and I actually slept decently well. I did stay at this gap that looks like a bomb hit it. I found the only two trees really that didn't fall or look damaged at all. It was a little scary. It was kind of windy. When I first got here, I'm right in like a wind tunnel path. I'll show you when I get up where I'm actually hanging. I was able to message my husband. He got to talk to his dad, so that he's encouraged by that. He came out of surgery good. And he also told me that the wind should die down by 10 p.m. So I hunkered down and only heard a few falling branches kind of way behind me in the distance in the middle of the night. But other than that, he was right. About after 10, the wind died down, and even the flapping of my tarp died down. So I made it. It was a little nerve-wracking. Hurricane Helene has definitely made me think more about where I'm hanging. I've always looked up for like widowmakers and things, but seeing the destruction around here, and this was not even that badly hit. I know it's so much worse further up in North Carolina and in Tennessee from the videos I've seen, but if this is just a taste of it, oh my goodness. But so my husband asked me to change my plan again to come home early Saturday morning instead of trying to push and get to Mooney Gap by 1 p.m. today. So I get to kind of take it easy this morning. I have about 6 miles to go into Mooney Gap, so I will do like about 5.5 today, and then do the other half a mile in the morning to meet my shuttle driver at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So it is going to be even colder tonight, so hopefully the moisture all over me from the dew and the ice crystals will not make my down useless. All right, there's my setup. It is a mess in here. Right over there would have been another spot a little bit more out of the wind channel, but there's a lot of dead trees and branches right back behind it. So this spot, you can see, is a mess, but these two trees that I hung from didn't have appearance of any dead branches. And the couple of dead trees behind me are leaning the other direction. Oh, but it goes on back behind me, just trees down everywhere. Wasn't really anywhere to do a bear hang either, so that made me nervous. I have a poorly done hang over here. I'm gonna go get my food now. It's definitely too short, and the little bear could certainly have climbed up that little branch tree that's hanging there. But it looks safe, so thank God. Alright, so this is Coleman Gap. Doesn't look at all like the pictures. It's a mess. I'm on a trail. Good morning. It is 28 degrees. It took me forever to pack up. You have ice all over your tarp. It makes for very cold cleanup. I noticed it was like falling off like snow onto my hammock and comforters. So pretty. I had to do everything in a different order to keep things dry. So I hit the trail about 9:20, It is frozen everywhere. Interesting story I've heard. So pretty. About the rhododendrons, which we're coming up on some, so I'll zoom in close there. But they stay green all winter because the tree pulls all the moisture out of the leaves and down deep into the roots in the ground. And then when it gets above freezing, or sometime during the day, it will perk them back up. But they kind of wilt down because all the moisture is down in the roots. I've got 6 miles to Mooney Gap, which is where I will be both camping tonight and being picked up in the morning, unless that shuttle driver has a cancellation, and then he can get me this afternoon. I'm not sure how dry my stuff is going to be since it was all frozen. It's also a lot heavier to carry frozen stuff. Little things you don't think about. A liter of ice weighs more than a liter of water. Anyway. This is so pretty. It's like a winter wonderland, even though it didn't snow. That's enough for now. This is a very big tree. Makes me so sad. I'm such a tree lover. There's so much destruction. Even worse is all the lives, of course, that were lost. But here where I'm walking, those trees took up the trail. Guess he was weak and a little bit of a hollow spot. Ooh, look. That mountain is frosted. All on the tops of the trees. I've had a lot of frosting inside where I've been walking. Although this is in the sun, so it's all melted. But over there, so pretty. Oh, look at that. I don't know if that's my next mountain to climb or not. So pretty. Oh, isn't that pretty? I gotta shoot vertical just because it looks so pretty. A little bit of icicles are falling down like snow. Thank you, Lord. This is a beautiful, beautiful gift for me to see, like diamonds decorating the forest for me. Walking in a winter wonderland. I think frost in my own front yard looks beautiful. Oh my goodness. Frosting in the forest. It's breathtaking. Thanks, Appalachian Trail. You done good. Right here Here's Carter Gap Shelter. And there actually were plenty of trees around. There's campsites further down the trail on the way up to the shelter. So I could have camped here if I could have made it, but I'm happy with where I was. I ended up just fine. So it's a decent shelter. It's got a table and a bench. I'm going to sit here, wash my hands, and then have a second breakfast. This is my mountain water source today. I'm a little bit worried. The filter might have gotten a little frozen last night, but it seems to be working just a little slower than normal. I just turned on a blue blaze. Oh my goodness, this is where I'm gonna sit for lunch. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's breathtaking. Wow. Ooh, and the sun feels warm. Look at that. So beautiful. All right, I am sitting on a rock here, looking at the view I just showed you. I have my, I can't really show you my little seat pad. It's got a warmer. I've got my quilt out. Because I'm going to be here for a long lunch break. The plan has changed again. I talked to my husband, and his dad came through surgery. He's doing great, so that's good news. But we're just ready for me to be home. So we talked to the shuttle driver, and he can actually come to Mooney Gap tonight around 7 p.m. So it's only 3 more miles from here, and it's noon. So I'm going to enjoy this view, take a long lunch, and then lollygag my way down the mountain for 3 more miles. I'll probably go ahead and get in my hammock and just stay warm until he can get there. And then I will be taken back to my car, where I will car camp again, since it will be so late. Too late for me to drive 3 hours home. 3.5. So that's the plan. And that's my view. Not too shabby. Well, my face is cold. This is what I'm gonna have to do. And it smells awful because it's normally my sweat rag. Came across a little campsite here. If it weren't for that dead tree, you could probably do one hammock right there, but no tarp, and it's windy, so probably not a hammock spot, but good for a tent. And I'm gonna pan over here. Nice view, especially in the winter. And there were some people here just a second ago, and he told me that mountain right there is Pickens Nose. And the other one that's bigger in the distance is Raven something. I'll have to look it up. made it to Mooney Gap. It's just up here. I'm gonna find somewhere to bundle up and stay warm for a couple hours. And this trip will be finished. Alright, sun is going down. Oh, there's a car coming. That's not my ride. He won't be here until about 8 o'clock. So I am cooking my dinner. Got mac and cheese warming up. Okay, so if I was planning to stay here tonight, there is a spot where I'm cooking and sitting. And it looks like there's a good branch. Let me see if I can zoom in without walking there. One of those branches over there would be good for hanging a bear bag. Just for the people that want to know. All right. I will finish this from here. So next time I'm here, I will go north, a Big Butt Mountain. And this is Mooney Gap. Sense of humor here in North Carolina. All right. My trip is about to come to an end. Shuttle driver should be here in 10 minutes. I am bundled up waiting for him in 23-degree windy weather. It's been fun.